I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. Friday. Oh, by the way, Sweaters Prime over there from 12 hours ago at DOA Show. This thing has ever been a conversation starter. It's probably also landed me on a few more lists, and it has our mug. And
I like our mug.
It's amazing.
It's a good mug.
It is a good mug.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
If you would like to have a mug,
You can go to our website.
doaeshow.com.
That's doaeshow.com. Go to the shop. You can find a mug, shirts, hats, everything there. Enjoy the crew.
It's a pretty mug.
It is a pretty mug.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nope. It's good.
It's very nice. So it is Friday.
Yeah.
That means we don't do hardly nothing.
Yeah.
That's why we bring it to
That's why we
back
bring in number 3.
number 3.
Hola!
There he is.
I was under the impression that I was also here to do nothing.
Yes. But we bring you here to also do nothing.
Yeah, but we do less nothing because you're here. And you're
We
here to
do
nothing.
more nothing
Yeah.
because he's
Or
here.
nothing.
Yeah.
We do more nothing because he's here.
Yes.
So we're all doing nothing together. But
Yeah.
instead of doing half and half nothing, it's now a split of thirds.
Yes. Because I'm
Third of nothing is still nothing?
Right.
Okay.
but
I'm
it-
good.
It's still
We're all doing less
but it's something.
is more.
Yeah.
Something.
Less
It's
is
still
more.
something. Less is definitely more.
Less is definitely more.
I understand that there
Sorry.
might be
How about do that
some
right into the
stories
mic
that were
next time?
I'm going to do it next to the mic.
How about right into the mic?
I
Next
will
time?
next time.
Just
Sorry. I breathed in and it went the wrong way. Sorry, Chris. I literally coughed over top of you talking. I'm so sorry.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it at some point during the show. It's just bound to happen. My cold isn't quite gone yet.
You mean your COVID?
Actually, I had a COVID test.
And
I'm negative.
you got a D. You got a D.
You get an F.
I got an F. Failed COVID.
It was you totally. Never mind. Jokes aren't funny when you have to explain them.
Nope, they're not.
He had a test.
Yeah.
He got a D.
Yeah.
He's a guy.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I get it.
Wait a minute. I get it now.
welcome to the show.
Hi. How are you?
Wow, tough crowd. You know, and it's understandable. Sometimes those jokes just go right over the top of your head, and
Yep.
and that's okay.
That's
I
fine.
understand that. Peekable Snarky Jack Hole, junior defender in the house.
Really?
It's a.
Who are we talking about here?
It's a
Oh,
That's what it calls me now.
I guess. All right.
it falls unto you. Sweater is prime goes even better. He's just the intern. No one cares if you cough over him.
Oh,
Damn.
Ouch.
Like right out the chute. He's like,
Sick burns already first start.
don't care. Don't care.
that's all right.
Speaking of things nobody cares about, the Biden administration is preparing for record numbers of new migrants at the southern border.
I feel like we just said this.
I think we did just say this.
Is it just me? I feel like yesterday
I
we
feel
had
like you
this.
got this story wrong because they said they're dealing with it and they're deporting people, so they can't be preparing for more.
Oh, no. They're definitely preparing for more because we talked about a story yesterday to where they were saying they're
Yeah.
going to start cracking down November 1st.
No, and I got that part. But you know what? They did mention that they didn't have the resources to be able to
Crack down.
crack down on people.
Right.
So how do they have the resources to prepare for
For the crackdown on November
a
1st.
storm? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying up to 400,000 migrants will be coming to the border.
Oh, good. Thank God for that. Because
Because they're driving them there in buses?
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much, or camels, or not camels,
Not
donkeys.
camels.
What?
Tech
A lot
rule.
of camels in Mexico. Haven't you seen them?
I don't go to Mexico, so I don't know.
There's avocados there.
What's that got to do with camels? You can't have camels if they're avocados?
Right.
You don't need to have two humped things there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. What else we got here? They're preparing for what?
Well, yeah, officials believe that the surge could come as a result of a judge's order, which they shouldn't know about because they're not in America. But apparently, they're all finding out immediately that a judge ordered to rescind the immigration policies related to Title 42 implemented by Donald Trump and his administration to keep migrants applying for refugee status.
Weird.
The U.S. District Judge Emmett Sullivan ruled that Biden could not use the same policy to block asylum seekers, and that that order would be enforced on Thursday.
Huh. Isn't that great?
So the policy that was perfectly legal for a president prior to is now going to be ruled as invalid for this current president. Just so happens to be the president who wanted to invalidate all of the laws and rules and regulations that the prior president put into place.
Weird.
This is a weird coincidence.
It is.
Quinky dink right there.
Really weird. I totally could not see this one coming.
The Biden administration say that they are appealing the ruling and may ask the Supreme Court to weigh in.
Wait, they got a ruling that said they could do what they wanted to and let the immigrants come in, and they're appealing that?
That's what they're saying they are going to do.
Yeah. But we all know that.
They're not.
I call Bravo Sierra on that.
Yeah.
Are you trying to imply that they might not be exactly forthcoming?
No,
They're definitely
coming in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that outright. They are lying.
The only one that's
Liars!
the only one that's forthcoming is Kamala Harris.
Fourth, fifth, who knows? It's been 12th.
Yeah. She usually
13.
takes it.
There's a
on the
lot of
knee.
it.
And she's not necessarily doing it. She's just assisting in it.
Right. She's assisting in the forthcomingness.
Yeah. Yeah. Just ask. Just ask Willie Brown.
Right.
Or not Willie. Well, it's not.
What's his
Willie.
name?
Was it Willie? No.
It doesn't matter what his name is. He has one.
I know his last name was Brown. I just can't remember what his first name was.
Well, that's what it is.
I kept wanting to say James Brown. I'm like, that's not right.
It's not going to happen that way.
Okay.
They frown on that one just a tad.
Just a smidge.
That's a teensy weensy little bit.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth coming. Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, I don't think she knows.
Nope. She's just the official catcher.
She quit keeping
I
score.
wonder
a
if
long
she's
time
got
ago.
like cigars.
No, that's a white girl thing.
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry about
To
that.
ask Monica Lewinsky.
That's
Anyway,
right. Oh. Devil in the blue dress.
was it blue or is it gold?
I don't know.
You remember that? Stupid?
There's
Yes.
a Facebook thing that came out long after Monica Lewinsky. It was blue.
It was a blue dress
I don't know.
with gold shoes.
It was right.
Yeah.
Paisley.
God.
Y'all shut up. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Officials are worried that the migrants who apparently have television and radio and everything else and know how to speak English
but until they get to the border,
officials are worried that those migrants may misinterpret the ruling as a sign that that the border's open and that they're allowed to stay in the United States regardless of
hold
whether
on.
they have a good case to apply for refugee status or
Like
not.
they misinterpreted Biden telling them to come.
Yeah.
Well, but not even just that.
Yeah.
So what are we misinterpreting here? That the judge blocked the law,
Right.
okay? That Biden and all of them have sat there. Mayorkas and all of them are saying, "Oh well, we don't have the capability and the stuff to be able to keep these people in. So we're only going to let in the ones that we deem are a threat."
Are not a threat.
What? How about none of that? None of that's a
threat.
signal to everyone to come on through. No,
Come and knock on my door.
No,
we'll be waiting
no,
for
they-
you.
How much more clearly can they say this to those people? Don't come right now.
Wink, wink.
Don't come right now.
Not
Don't
wink.
come right now.
Not now.
Don't come right now.
Don't come. We are not open.
We are busy. We cannot take your times.
Don't not come right now.
Don't not.
This is
No, no.
Wait, what?
No, not come. Don't not.
I think
Don't
there's a
not
double
come.
negative there. I'm
Not
gonna let it
don't
slide.
come.
Don't not come right now.
This is hurting my head. Stop it. Anyway. You jackasses. Y'all
And we're
suck.
going to appeal that ruling because it's just wrong that the judge wants to let all these people in the country illegally.
Right. It's just wrong. It's so wrong.
Wrong. You got the wrong
So
finger up.
Wrong. Wait, what?
You had the wrong finger up there.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Australia.
Oh. Not this time. We'll talk about that later.
It's another day, another plan.
This is one of his Primal Road Twitter at DOA Show. The intern already started dancing. Time for a random drug test.
Yep.
Let it happen.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're going to talk about it.
It's kind of a stroke of genius.
Ew.
No,
I think
I'm talking about the
Peekaboo's
other
got
type
it
of
right.
stroke. What's that?
Don't. Come right now.
Yep. That's it.
That's what it was from again at DOA Show. Way too much cum talk this early on a Friday. Thought that was second hour.
Well, look.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying. You gets it when you can get it. Anyway,
I mean, when you're talking about a camel toe,
it's just incredible that they're, oh no, we can't, we're not going to let this in. We're not letting them in.
watch out, she spits.
Ew, gross.
Well, and only the ones that can pass a background check because, you know, they
'Cause we know
they only
that's-
let in the ones that don't have a criminal background.
Right. The only ones.
Because that's the only ones you have to worry about, right? Because nobody who's never had a criminal background before ever possibly has the notion to possibly do something illegal.
No, not at all.
You know, namely like your first starting thing of crossing an international border
That's illegal.
without permission.
That's already illegal.
No, but that's not a background check, though. That doesn't count.
No, that's right. That's right. Adam W. Johnson over on the Twitters. 3 people there, and no one knows if they're coming or going.
He's nailed it. We're out of here. Anyan.
Now, you go home.
We love you, Cleveland. Good night.
Yeah, the surge may surpass the 210,000 migrants who tried to cross the border in July, a record high of more than 21 years.
I don't think it's going to surpass it only because of the fact that we shouldn't count that. We shouldn't count those 210,000.
Why?
Because those guys just kind of went away for a little bit and they're waiting for it and they're going to come back.
Well, this
too.
is part of them again.
I know.
It's 210,000
I know, but I'm
plus another
saying-
200.
I bet you
Have
that
we had a single month that didn't surpass the month before since Biden went into office?
No. Actually, it's always currently right now. It's pretty much always surged every month.
it's a giant escalation.
Man, I wish we could get like the Dow Jones to do that.
Wouldn't that be
Surge every
nice?
month?
That'd be fantastic.
Nah, just go with my cryptos. Just make the crypto surge. I don't care about the Dow. Just make the crypto surge.
No, I'm going to have to start doing that because I need to start worrying about retirement.
Yeah.
Old man's got to be ready to retire.
Yeah, that's what it was prime over there on the Twitters. That's not a surge. That's a tsunami.
That's an invasion. That's
That's an invasive.
a straight up an
force, yeah.
invasion. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's not even.
Okay,
just a
if
tsunami.
anybody showed up with let's say military garb of 100,000 people,
Yeah, one might imply that's an invasion.
that's an armed force at that point. If we show up with 2,000 people anywhere in the world, that means we're going to war. You know, these people are showing up 200,000 strong.
And growing. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. Wow. Jeez.
Oh, come
really?
on. That was good.
That was good. No, it was no, that was perfect. Honestly, that was well done. You know what? You get a slow clap on that.
Also, I didn't see that coming.
Or going. It didn't happen.
Going. We've figured it out. We've
Yeah.
had that's a problem for us tonight.
Right.
I got it. Just saying.
Yeah, President Joe Biden has also been under intense pressure from far left progressive groups who are demanding that Title 42 be completely rescinded and all deportations ended completely.
Again, these are the same people who have zero problem whatsoever letting people cross the border and come into the country. But I guarantee you, let one person, anybody, them or anybody else, climb over the wall of their property.
And suddenly,
guns are not an issue. They all suddenly believe in guns. Suddenly they believe in security and a rule of law. They believe in boundaries.
Police officers.
It's amazing how fast that's going to just change.
Switch right there.
Like quick, fast, and in a hurry.
But only during that situation.
But that's the only one, which is why we should be direct.
We should be directing them to their houses.
Yes, if the border patrol can't do anything, can't stop them, can't do anything, just
Sure.
we're literally open borders now.
Anybody who's a politician that says that they should be allowed to do it, okay, cool. They're camping at your place.
Yeah, then there needs to be border patrol agents with maps saying, "Here's where you start looking."
Right.
This is where they live.
Just they throw them on a bus and they give the driver the GPS.
Oh, more stuff for us to pay for. That's great.
They're already throwing them on buses. At least give them directions.
Yeah, no, I got that, but I'm saying just shuttle them to D.C. Be like, here, enjoy.
Yep. Here you go.
Y'all have fun.
Have fun up there.
Yeah, climb into any one of those houses or free space. Just go for it.
Or just show up at Sheila Jackson Lee's house.
Yeah. She's a lot closer of a drive.
She is in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
So it's not that bad. Yeah, so that Mayorkas has defended the use of Title 42 deportations as a way of combating coronavirus pandemic.
Not, national security or anything like that. No.
Coronavirus.
We got to make sure that we battle a disease, virus that has a 98, 99% recovery rate. That's priorities, my friend. Very well done. I'm so
priority number one, sir.
Fantastic. That's way to keep your eye on the ball, Mayorkas. That's
that's
proud
usually
of you.
Kamala's job.
I know. Well, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah.
Despite defending the deportations on Wednesday, a memorandum from Mayorkas outlined new restrictions on what illegal immigrants would be prioritized for deportation and arrest. The memo made it clear that being illegal in the United States was no longer the only basis for deportation.
No, but it kind of is.
It is the only if you're not here legally, you should get deported. That's duh.
Yeah,
if that's not the only criteria, what is the other criteria?
They didn't list it.
Well, they're not going to. That's not going to be known to people.
No, why would that be known? I mean, geez. Why would things be open and honest when we have Democrats in office?
Silly guy.
Oh, my fault. You're right.
I was going to say silly guy.
Silly intern. See, it's junior defender.
Don't worry, you'll learn.
Yeah,
you'll get there, buddy.
Sense,
Don't worry, you'll get there. It just takes some time. So,
And now for something completely different.
Police in Stone County, Missouri arrested a man this week after he neglected to remove his bag of methamphetamine and used a syringe from view while trying to sell a catalytic converter on Facebook Marketplace.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets better. James Kurtz, number 38, is a convicted felon and was arrested Wednesday and charged with trafficking drugs and unlawful possession of a firearm, according to KYT-TV. According to a local law enforcement, he might have gotten away with his crimes if it not had been the genius move of him to post it on social medias.
And I'd have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those.
So he posted a picture of what he wanted to sell along with the drugs.
Yeah, basically he had the drugs sitting on a table near the catalytic converter as he was. Do we have a picture?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What an idiot!
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it up there.
Things happen to you because you're a dumbass.
That's yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
And this is not even. Holy cow! And that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I don't even know how much that is. That's a lot.
That's
when you got that much drugs on the table. I'm calling BS that he was actually selling a catalytic converter. He was trying to sell the drugs.
Well, I mentioned it to Steven when this first
God,
popped
that's
up.
a
I'm
lot.
like, how many people do you think got a hold of him? Is like, yo, forget the catalytic converter. How much you want for the meth?
Because literally, there's a needle with a spoon and the meth right there in the top corner. I just shared the picture on the screen for the video people.
That is a lot.
Jiminy Cricket.
That's a lot, dude.
I know, right?
Holy
Mess.
smokes. Holy bejesus.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Wow.
He's been awake for a while.
Yeah,
Well,
that's probably
once he's-
why.
Once he's done, it will be. Anyway, Stone County Sheriff Doug Rader said Wednesday that someone tipped his department off to the post shortly after it was uploaded to the online marketplace. I'm going to pause there for just a second. I can't help but continuing on or before. I would be remiss if I didn't mention this before I continued on. That it's funny that Facebook will be monitoring every single little thing that you say about, you know, COVID or about the president or, you know, any type of anything that's of any decency whatsoever. They'll be all over that like white on rice. But you know what? They obviously let a guy post the selling of methamphetamine on their site and not
Whoops.
Well, nobody caught it. Nobody
Whoops.
saw it, and it was not a problem.
Yeah, they can somehow edit. They can not edit, but you know what I mean. Censor out memes
Yeah.
within 2 minutes of posting,
Yeah. Weird.
but they can't find this guy.
Nope.
Well, there's no priority there. I mean,
He was selling a converter.
meth head
A catalytic converter. Yep.
Yep, catalytic converter. So.
selling a car piece.
Quote, last night, one of our Stone County residents posted a catalytic converter for sale on Marketplace.
They were stoned.
Well, no, the Stone County.
Oh,
I mean, it is a little bit apropos, I think.
They were
for
stoned too.
The Stone County, it's where they got its name. Apparently, he must have been under the influence because in the background of his picture he posted, he left his large bag of meth and a syringe on the coffee table, Rader said, in a Facebook post following the arrest. Well, thank God for consistency.
At least they reported it on Facebook too.
It started on Facebook and it ended on Facebook. Quote, I was alerted to this by one of our finer citizens. I passed this one on to our detectives, and today we arrived at this gentleman's house with a search warrant. You can imagine his surprise. His first words were, "You're not here for the catalytic converter?" Oh. He still had 48 grams of meth and a pistol that he was forbidden to own.
Oops.
Hold on just for a second, too.
Yeah.
I know you're the sheriff, and I know it is illegal for him to have a firearm because of,
He was probably already
Felon.
in jail multiple times. Yeah.
but to use the phrase forbidden,
It was
Dude.
forbidden.
clearly this guy's never been like
He doesn't
interviewed
care.
by the press before.
This guy doesn't care.
It was forbidden. Continuing on, he said, quote, we have now provided him with a new place to stay. Sorry, he followed up with, sorry, folks, his catalytic converters are not for sale right now. Take note, if you're selling items on social media, make sure your drugs are not in the background, end quote.
Or no, actually, they should just be. It'd be easier for all of us.
Well,
Just put them all there.
idiot criminal tip number 733. Keep your drugs out of the background of any photograph that you take to post on social media.
Yeah, somebody mark that.
Yeah, keep that log out one. Yeah. Investigators said Kurtz is a felon and a repeat offender with prior convictions for resisting arrest, third-degree domestic assault, possession of a controlled substance, and endangering the welfare of a child.
Probably due to the possession of
All
a
of it,
controlled
yeah,
substance.
wrapped up in one thing.
Yeah.
According to KYTV, Rader thanked the public for assisting his department in cleaning up the streets. He said multiple people reached out to law enforcement following the post.
That's surprising.
Well, it's because they reached out to him trying to get the meth, and he said no, and they're like, I'll show him. Sons of bitches.
This is what you get.
Yeah. In your face. Oh, we about screwed that one up.
Almost. I caught it.
Again.
Yeah.
It's a good way to end the show, though. Or
Yeah.
not the show, but the first hour, first half.
I think so.
It's good times.
Right?
I think it was good.
Great
Don't-
oldies.
Don't sell your meth online.
That's right.
It's not
the
viable.
key right there.
I know there's more people, but don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
It's bad.
So
So
criminal tip number 742 is now written in the log.
thank you. Good job. So I didn't tell you about this today. So, I was home today.
Day off.
I had it was my day off because I did
Nice.
I did
410s.
410s, and so I was able to just kind of take a day, and it was just me and the boy. Took him to the park. We walked down the street to the park, and then we went to the coffee shop because he was thirsty.
Coffee.
And so he got tea and I got coffee.
Nasty coffee, but still.
It's
It's not American
it's
Bread
not American
Roasters.
Bread Roasters, but still, I was thirsty.
Enough
as well.
sugar, it's not bad.
Well, I didn't even use sugar. 'Cause
Really?
I did the cold brew, and so it's not.
Oh.
I just did a little bit of cream, and it wasn't bad. I walk out the door, and a guy opens the door, looking like he was about to walk in, and he holds the door open for me and the boy, and then he waits about 15 seconds, and then approaches us as we're walking away, asking me if I know a person. I was like, no, I don't know that person. Have you lived here for a while? Yeah, I mean, I live here, but I don't visit people here. So
You clearly aren't from around here, sir, because you know better than to be asking
you
if
don't
we know
you
people
don't
around
do
here.
that here. It's like, oh, okay. So how long have you been here? Well, X amount of years. And oh, really? Well, I work at the doctor. I work with Dr. Phil, and we're doing an expose about this person here, and we're trying to figure out if people have actually seen her in this area. It's like, well, no. Would you be okay putting that on TV? No.
No. Thank you for playing, but no.
I don't sit in front of a camera well.
You almost had the opportunity.
This is Defenders Live.
Yeah, well, you want to know why? It's because I don't want to have ain't nobody got time for that.
You don't want to be that
I don't
guy?
want to be that guy.
Why not?
I don't want to be that guy.
You don't.
You could be an amazingly famous meme.
No.
It'd be great publicity for the show.
No, I already do this every night.
It's called publicity.
No.
There's no such thing as
I'm sorry.
bad
I don't want
publicity.
people that I don't think I want the people that watch Dr. Phil.
I think it'd be funny.
I don't think I want them watching the show and being like, "Hey, that's the guy from Dr. Phil."
Hey.
He said no, he didn't know that lady that was there that they were doing the expose on.
And then he said, ain't nobody got time for that.
And he was white in Henderson. It was weird.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
You should have.
No.
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I'm on the fence here.
No, well, so the one thing I didn't do that I should have
I
done.
think Dylan would have done it.
I think
might
you
have
would,
done it.
yeah.
I'd have let him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have lied my ass off.
Well, yeah, I seen that person. Yeah. They were walking down the street like 2 weeks ago.
I bet her we was eating over at the McDonald's.
I was over at the Golden Skillet.
And she had some of the best meth.
No, that's not around here.
Okay, sorry. No, the
No?
picture that he showed me was of a model.
Ooh.
Like a straight model.
We
Like,
went to Bojangles.
She was a very good-looking young lady. She couldn't have been past her like mid-20s.
Which is why we know she's a transplant. There's no way anything.
It's like
that's
first
through
off,
here.
no, that didn't happen in Henderson. Secondly,
Mariah Parham doesn't know how to make that.
Like, I'm just saying. Like, you
Hell,
know,
Mariah Barham know how to keep people alive. Anyway,
yeah, Mariah Parham can't even. No,
Tech Brew says people that watch Dr. Phil buy mugs. Just saying.
they do. You're right. You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right.
you
And you would know because you have a mug, Tech Brew 2024.
He does have a mug. Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. I had a guy hack my Facebook, sold or tried to sell the same vehicle in 20 different states as local vehicles. I removed every post in real time, reported it to Facebook, and they banned me from the marketplace for fraudulent posts.
Because you were the one that did it.
Because it was all
It was under your account.
you done it.
You done did it.
all
It's
you.
okay. You
I
don't
had
need to be.
somebody hack my account. Nice try, Jeffy.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
makes sense, don't it? Mm-hmm. Just saying.
So a teenage boy in Texas has been charged with murder
Murder.
after allegedly stabbing his twin sister to death in her bedroom.
Allegedly.
The boy claims that he was sleeping when the reported crime happened.
No, because you know that's a thing.
Sleep murder?
Sleep murder. It's
Sleep
right up there
mur-
with sleep. You could sleepwalk. You could sleep
murder.
eat. Sleep murder. Why not?
Yeah, authorities in the Harris County, Texas, said that they found the 17-year-old Benjamin Elliott in his sister Megan's bedroom in the early morning hours of Wednesday,
Huh.
according to the KTRK TV. He was performing CPR, and she had several stab wounds in her neck.
I'm about. I really.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder, shouldn't we give this guy the benefit of the doubt?
I'm struggling a little bit because
Stab wounds in the neck. CPR.
something is wrong. That's where I'm at. Something is wrong with this guy because
CPR stab wounds in the neck
so
don't
that
match.
no. So yeah. So he's doing CPR. That means it's
Pressing down.
Two,
2, 3, ha. 1, 2, 2, ha.
staying alive, staying alive, and then
Arterial squirts.
bubbles. And that sounds so horrible, but
It's true.
which they say you're not supposed to like blow into their mouth anymore
Right.
because you might catch something. But
Well, the COVIDs.
well, it was everything else too. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm still going at the whole. Maybe he was sleepwalking, had a nightmare,
Had a knife?
and got a night. Maybe you don't know what he was dreaming. Maybe he was dreaming somebody had broke into his home, and he was confronting.
Okay,
them.
well, all right. I might be able to walk down this road with you.
Okay.
And here's the reason why.
Okay. Are you about to tell a story we need to?
Not of me.
Oh, okay.
No.
One time when
I have
young
heard-
Stephen
no.
was sleepwalking.
No. I have heard the
I
stories.
snore too
of
much
not
to
just,
sleepwalk.
Not just sleepwalking. I have heard stories of people literally waking up, like getting up in their sleep, going to the kitchen and making food.
Oh, but there's videos of that all over the internet.
And like waking up mid food prep and been like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah. Because he burned themselves or something.
Something, yeah. That,
Oh, grease is hot.
Ow,
What the?
spike it. Stab me with the hand.
Dang it, I was sleep baking again.
Darn it.
Bacon
well.
making in my sleep.
Muffins. Peekable Sarky Jackal over on Twitter. Did someone say Bojangles? Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Yeah. See, Chris, you don't know nothing about a Bojangles.
You don't know the Bahangles?
They don't.
The,
They're
the
not,
soft shoes, the Bojangles.
No.
No.
Not Mr. Bojangles.
no. And not Mr. Jangles from Green Mile.
And not with the jingle
Good.
jangling morning.
Yeah. No, no,
No
no.
dance.
Nope. None of those.
No.
It's a restaurant.
Okay.
It's a down here.
It's in the South.
It's Southern Fried Chickens.
And also fresh made biscuits.
It's better than
scratch made
it's-
biscuits and Southern fried chicken.
It's better than KFC and Popeyes by far.
Oh yeah. Also the potato the fries that they have, the steak fries.
Yes.
They do
the
steak
seasoning on
fries with basic. It's just.
This sounds amazing. So
It
what
is-
is Steven going to eat when we go there?
So they have a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit.
That's the only thing.
A country fried steak,
Yeah.
egg and cheese in a biscuit.
Uh huh.
And we'll just mowing on this fried chicken, and sorry, Steven. I'm
No,
really
it's
sorry we
okay.
can't have any of that.
Yeah, no, we're
And
gonna.
I'll eat. No, you
we're
guys
gonna
can
have the Cajun
chicken
filet. We're gonna have Cajun filet biscuit combos.
Yeah,
We're
you can
gonna
have the Cajun filet biscuit combo.
with bow rounds
With-
and a bowberry biscuit.
Yeah, and I'm going to have the steak, egg, and cheese biscuit with the fries, and also a bowberry biscuit.
Yeah, you gotta have the large sweet tea light ice. We're set, Chief. We're good.
It's a blueberry biscuit, but it's handmade, and also they make their own the
Icing
on top,
Yeah,
and they just put it in this little.
Sounds
Oh, it's
it is
so good.
It is. When you come, if you ever come down this way,
buddy.
brother, we are going.
Come on down.
Daddy's got
I've
something.
heard something about a fantastic ice cream place too. Is there still a fantastic?
Oh yes,
it's still there.
that's local. That's local. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling
amazing.
you, like springtime, you might need to think about a road trip.
Just saying. So good.
Won't hurt you at all, my friend.
One, chicken too tasty. Secondly, ice cream.
And after that, we find some place to all three of us pass the hell out because we got a full stomach.
I'll be able to make it to the house.
Yeah. Actually, I live closer than you do.
That's true. That's true. Oh, there's also a yeah.
Go to my house. We'll all go to my house, pop the recliners up, and go to sleep.
Yes, and that's exactly what'll happen.
I know.
Yeah, the boy was arrested on murder charges, but later claimed in court that he was unconscious at the time of the stabbing. Benjamin Elliott said that he woke up between 2:30 and 3 a.m. to discover that he was in his sister's bedroom with a knife.
With a kniff.
Upon seeing the blood gushing from her neck, he recalled that he dialed 911 to alert authorities and pressed a pillow against the wound
You sure he wasn't trying to smother her?
to stop the bleeding.
Sorry.
Wouldn't that also choke her out?
That's what I thought.
Like smother, choke, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, sir, but this is not working very well for you right now.
911 operators told him to perform CPR.
Okay. So he performed the CPRs.
He pumped the blood out of
Her
his sister.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was performing CPR. She was pronounced dead on the scene.
Well, duh.
Yeah. He's been charged with murder, and his bond has been set for $100,000. He's now undergoing mental evaluation.
Murder, you say?
Murder.
M for murder.
Yeah, quote from one neighbor. I hope the sleepwalking is true because it's bad enough that they lose their daughter. If they lose their son to a long-term jail, that would just be devastating.
Yeah, but how would you, in all honesty, like, would you have to have somebody monitor it, cameras and junk, for like an extended period of time?
Like monitor sleepwalking patterns? They'd have to find a way to monitor it.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. How would you monitor that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cameras in the room and
Like,
stuff?
how can you figure out if that's real or not?
A sleep study.
He'd be
Yeah, well, he'd have to go through a full-on sleep study for months.
wow. No,
You know where they could do that, where they have cameras and they would be watching him at every hour of the day.
Yeah, that's in jail.
Jail.
It's a jail.
Jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. Sucks to be him.
Usually in solitary.
There's a lot of solitary there. It's a lot of it there.
Lisa over on the Facebook. She's from Cary. She said, in the fitness world, we call Bojangles bun jinglers.
Nice.
It's very true. By the way, you will get diabetes from that sweet tea.
Yes, it's the kind of sweet tea you have to eat with a spoon.
You need to splice it with water, man. Just
It's more like molasses. It's really good.
so thick.
It's good.
I can't do it.
It's a delight.
Like, I'd get their coffee just to avoid the sweet tea. And their coffee's trash.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sweet tea.
Well, you can get unsweet tea as well.
I
They
prefer
just
my
look at you
tea to be
weird.
made properly without the sweetness.
You don't. What you're saying is you don't like dessert?
You don't like dessert tea? I mean, dessert tea.
I love some good iced tea. Really.
Yeah.
But leave the sweet out of it, please.
Oh, well, they can do that too. They can do that.
Yeah, they
And
make.
when they leave the sweet out of it, they really leave the sweet out of it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
So we
Because
got like a little bit of a bite to it.
well, no. See, the thing is, here in the South, when people make sweet tea, what they do is they make a super concentrated black tea, and then they add 2 pounds of sugar to it.
It is kind of a thing.
And so, like what I mean by sweet when they make sweet tea here is, you get the gallon thing, and normally you do like 3 or 4 packs of tea bag, 3 or 4 tea bags in one thing for a gallon. They use like 8.
That would be super concentrated. Yeah.
Yeah, they use 8 and they let it steep for way too long. And so it gets slightly
I think
bittered.
it's 2 tea bags per like 2 cups.
Yeah. So if they only did like a gallon, they'd use 8. And then they let it steep for way too long.
Yeah. Almost looks like coffee when it's done.
Yeah, it does.
Or like flat cola.
Oh.
Oblivion flickering over on Twitter. Warning. Dreamatol may cause sleepwalking, sleep cooking, sleep driving, sleep skydiving, and you might stab your twin sister. Don't
forget that one.
Don't forget anal leakage and artificial insemination.
Right. Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Because that's just how that goes.
Unless it's COVID related.
Oh, yeah, you'll definitely die from COVID, too. Definitely die.
You'll also get the anals.
The Oblivion Flickering is one of the people that I think could probably come up with a winning entry into that game.
You know what? Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, but you can't make a game solely centered around one person.
Yeah.
I think Peekaboo would probably do it too, and Nisu Satan.
Yes. I mean, we
That's
have
Optimus Prime.
we have a bunch of people that has the snark.
No, I didn't say we
They're
didn't.
clever.
Snark.
Cleverness and snark. It's all good there.
Washington State employees who were previously granted religious exemptions from the statewide COVID vaccine mandate found out this week that those exemptions have been suddenly revoked.
What?
Leaving them only days to either get the jab or face termination.
No.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so, Timmy.
It is so, Timmy.
Oh.
KCPQ TV on Thursday reported Thursday that nearly a dozen employees of the Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife received.
Are they worried that the fish are going to get sick?
Fish and wildlife.
I'm not gonna lie. When I started reading this, my brain goes, "Oh, this is bad." You know, like I'm thinking, CPS and government,
Fish and wildlife.
fish and effing wildlife. Really? There's like what? Maybe 2 to a vehicle. Period. If that. It's usually one guy and one dude on a boat. Yep, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get your COVID, being out there in the middle of nowhere with all them critters, you might catch it. Jackasses. Oh, my God. The news outlet said that, quote, in one instance, an employee was granted an accommodation on September 20th, only to be notified 9 days later that the agency changed its mind, end quote. That worker, Brad Otto, 20-year veteran of the DFW, and that would be Department of Fish and Wildlife, not
Right.
not Dallas-Fort Worth,
Right. Yeah.
said he felt, quote, betrayed.
No.
His employer's last-minute decision, adding, quote, I don't believe that it's personal, but you never know. These are weird times, having to either comply or leave a job you love, end quote. In a September 29th letter to Otto, DFW said only that it has received additional guidance that has altered how we are evaluating these reasonable accommodation requests. Upon further review and consideration, while your religious exemption has been approved, we are unable to identify a reasonable accommodation that would allow you to continue to perform all of the essential functions of your job, end quote. Like driving around in a truck.
Or a boat.
Or a boat.
Without anybody around you.
Or, feeding the squirrels.
Because it does happen.
That does.
You can feed the squirrels.
You can. Don't feed much of nothing else.
Right.
You can feed the squirrels.
Right. Fish and wildlife.
Well, I mean, think about this. What if he got an endangered animal sick?
How?
All right.
Because he got the COVIDs, because he didn't have the jab, and now the deer are dead.
Oh,
Well, there's already a lot of deer anyway.
I was gonna say you like playing games. We'll play a game. Name one endangered species in the state of Washington.
Platypus?
No.
How about you think on that one and you see if you can get back to me later? Well, there's nothing there. No, you know what it is? No, I lied.
What?
Washington State.
Yeah.
The Yeti.
Beavers!
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the endangered species.
Bigfoot.
You don't want to get
Bigfoot's sick. He's already half human anyway,
Yeah, exactly. He's
so
probably
he can get COVID.
he's very susceptible to COVID. I bet you.
Right. He's probably already gotten the jab though.
And his wife nagged him into it too. See that weird conversation going on. Anyway,
Ron Phillips is going to be very disappointed when we let him know that Bigfoot has gotten the jab.
somebody text him or call him. Send him a message right now on Twitter.
Bigfoot got the jab.
Bigfoot. Hold on.
No. What we need to do? Okay,
Breaking news.
I was going to say, how does
what we need
Twitter
to
do it? How does Twitter do it when they do it like a news update or whatever their big thing is when they try to send you
news
something?
for you.
Well, no. It's actual. It's they have a thing across it like news update or breaking news or something.
It's breaking news.
and then you just do the colon and
So-
sources say
Chris,
Bigfoot has the jab.
What I need you to do is I need you to find a picture of what would look like a big burly person getting the jab. Okay, and then I need you to blur just the person. Just that one like everything else is perfectly clear. I need you to blur that one person. That's all I need you to.
And then throw it up there. Headline: Local
Bigfoot.
local spot Bigfoot getting jabbed. Details at 11.
Which is right after our show. So
I know,
perfect.
it's perfect. The agency had previously told Otto that he could continue performing his job if he either worked remotely or wore a mask and practiced social distancing while at work. Again, you have to social distance from those animals because God knows. And there's another fun one. Your Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah.
How the hell do you work from home? You just look out your window. Look, a squirrel.
I saw a deer today.
There's a deer.
Oh, dear.
Damn gophers is back. Look, the geese are heading south for the winter.
I think I saw a goat.
Oh my, nope, that was the neighbor's llama. Anyway, given the short time frame before employees are expected to show proof of full vaccination, Otto and other colleagues now only have the option to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which requires just a single dose for full vaccination. In accordance...
Whoa, hold on. Whoa, sorry. Hold on.
Yes?
That's not counted as being vaccinated, though. We've already proven that.
Well, yeah, because the only one that was cleared by the FDA was...
So you're still not vaccinated, even if you get that.
Yeah. I can't even try to attempt to juggle it anymore. I can't.
Just saying.
I just can't. I'm with you. I understand, but I can't.
It's no more.
It's Friday in my
You
head.
can't evens.
I can't. I walked in here today realizing that my field of give a damn has been completely barren for years now, and I'm upset about that.
No, you're not.
No, maybe not really. In accordance with Democratic Governor Jay Inslee and his order, most workers must receive the vaccine by October 4th in order to be considered fully vaccinated by October 18th.
Wait, what?
You have to get at least one by the 4th.
To be considered as fully vaccinated by the 18th.
Yeah, because
why can't you get it by the 18th?
You got to wait 2 weeks.
Why?
No, because there's supposed to be two of them.
Well, no, you don't have to if you get the J&J.
Yeah, I know that, but that's why they just said he only has time now to get that one. He has to be fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
But it's not fully if you have to get boosters. Just so
Right. Yeah,
you
it's
know.
not a.
KCPQ noted that it's not immediately clear whether the other state agencies are also affected, but it said is working with the state's Office of Financial Management to find out. King TV reported this week that upward of 1,700 state employees granted exemptions, quote, could lose their jobs because agencies couldn't accommodate them with non-public positions.
Why?
Because.
Why are they losing their job?
It just kind of dawned on me.
I mean, I'm okay. Here's the thing. It's a state employee, right?
Yeah.
From Washington, right?
Yeah.
So they need to cut down on their employees anyway.
Yeah, but they won't. They'll turn around.
Find replacements?
They'll hire people who are vaccinated. It's
Right,
not a big
yeah,
deal.
that's fine.
Here's my thing that kind of dawns on me though is unemployment rate's going to skyrocket.
Yeah, because they're all being fired.
Do you think they're going to blame that on Trump too?
Yes. And Republicans.
For pushing a vaccine that almost 2 years ago they swore up and down they would never take.
Right.
But they did anyway. In response to the question, the DFW attributed its abrupt policy change in part to, quote, additional guidance from the OFM, end quote. But KCPQ says the OFM guidance hasn't been updated since September 13th. Huh. DFW Public Affairs Director Kerry McCausland explained in an email, quote, the safest workplace is one with fully vaccinated staff, with as few exceptions as possible. This said a decision was made to no longer accept the inherent risk of a workplace where both staff who are vaccinated and staff who do not need to navigate around each other in communal areas, hallways, printer copiers areas, restrooms, etc., for the sake of each other's safety. This is not the staff's burden to share. It is the employee's responsibility not to have the staff in a situation where they have to decide if it is safe to go to work. And again, let me remind you that just because you get the jab doesn't mean you're not going to get it.
Once again, the jab does not stop you from getting COVID.
If anything, it replaces the
Immunities.
the immunities and the antibodies that you
With
would
something that
already
dies.
naturally have.
Yeah, with something that dies out in about 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I don't know how that is better, but
It's not.
but they think
You're
it is.
not fully vaxxed until you're Pfizer fully vaxxed.
There you go.
That's about it.
That's close. I like that.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much right there.
Joe, not
This is ridiculous. The man works in a field where he's not going to run into people. He chose that field on purpose because he probably doesn't like people.
yeah.
He's got a job that I am envious of.
I am too. Not for nothing. It's the job that Ron Swanson ended up having at the end of the Parks and Rec,
Right.
and it's the one I.
Ron Swanson is one of the greatest people ever.
Yes, he is. Well, I used to really like Nick Offerman, and until there's a rumor going around that he is going to play in the live-action God of War
What?
as the main guy.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. I'm just telling
Not to
you.
worry. I have permission. That's just a note that says I do what I want.
This is just a handwritten note that says I can do what I want. Exactly.
Exactly. You want to see another backup for that? I got the Constitution. No, Nick Offerman. You got to type that in because they're going to bring up all kinds of other stupid BSs. Peekable Snarky Jackal over on Twitter. No, thank you. Not only do I not want the jab, I especially don't want it in my staff.
Well, yes.
I completely
Good
agree. 100%, sir.
Oh, it's a thing.
I told you.
It's a thing.
I told you.
I mean,
The look is there, but his personality, I don't see it as, I can't take him seriously. Anyway. TechRew 2024 at DOA Show, hashtag arm yourselves. Per the quote unquote employer, you're not fully vaccinated until 2 weeks after the final shot.
yeah. So
That's even better.
So here's the thing about.
Thank you for the rat's ass, by the way.
Yeah.
Peekable.
So we can give it away.
Yeah, well, because he knows I don't have any F's to give.
Or dams.
So he gave me a rat's ass.
Good, because you need at least a rat's ass.
I do have, well, but that's gone.
Yeah, it's already gone. We gave it away already.
I was in debt.
So he had to pay it off.
Just passed from one hand to another. I didn't even get to.
He had a debt of dams.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
had a
hoping
dam-
to pay it off with my F's, and again, I have no yield.
Right.
I've
They're gone. They're just gone.
It has been a crappy year for F's.
He's been in debt with dam. He's been in dam debt forever.
Yeah.
And so the moment that you give him a rat's ass, that's the only thing you can pay.
That's
it
all
with.
I got, and it's not obviously doesn't cost near. It's not near as valuable
Right.
as a dam or even an F. But
Right, yeah.
I
It's like
We
rubles
can
to
find a beaver that maybe would help you with the dam part. You could get out of the dam. The beaver's really good at that.
yeah, but you got to be able to pay for the beaver, and
doesn't work.
that's a felony.
Yeah, you shouldn't be paying for beaver
Yeah, that's a felony.
unless you're talking about dinner and a movie.
Everybody pays for it.
one way or
Does it have
another.
to do a movie?
No, you don't have to.
Like I always thought that a movie as a dating thing, especially in the beginning,
At least
was
a dinner.
Stupid. No, dinner for sure.
Yeah.
But I always thought a movie was asinine
It is.
because we're gonna go someplace to get to know each other. Let's stare at a screen and not talk for 2.5 hours. What?
It's perfect.
No, thank you.
While I do the reach around.
Very casual, like awkward.
Yeah, I was just gonna watch it happen. I figured you were putting your arm all the way around. You were going for it.
Well, we do need to refill coffee.
Yeah, we do,
We
so I was
might
about
be
to-
snuggling until then. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That is AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Uh-huh.
Historically great coffee is guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth. The world is going to hell. It is a topsy-turvy, upside-down kind of a place, but at least you can know for a fact that you have an amazing cup of joe in your cup. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
You can also go to Mojo50.com. That's where you can find all of the amazing hosts on the Mojo50 radio network. Much better than our show. But I digress. You can also go to the iHeartRadio app and hit the Mojo50 radio button. That's where you can find 24/7 free speech talk that is Mojo50.
Yep. Go to our website, doaeshow.com. Check out the shop, the archives, all the other cool stuff we got going on over there. That's all at doaeshow.com. Follow us on all of the social medias at doaeshow. Get your tweets, your comments, and all the other fun jazzes in so we can read them. We've got a whole nother hour coming up. We'll be right back.
So you gonna get coffee or I'm gonna get coffee?
It don't matter. I was getting ready to get up, but
All right, you go ahead.
Tech
and get
Roo over they have
They have
All
at
right,
home
COVID
test, Serena.
test?
I'm gonna go have a smoke.
There you
Okay.
go. They have at home COVID test.
Roo, you need to do that. You need to film that. Like for real. If you're gonna take that test, you need to
Are you jabbing it in your own nose? Like, how do you test yourself? No.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to see this.
Yeah, you better film it.
Film this.
Are you
This
going to
needs to-
stab yourself through the nose to get? No. Yes. No. Do it. No. Stab yourself in the sinuses.
This is why it has to be live.
It has to be live. It has to be played through. Get your own first. Ooh, yeah. Oh. That's how you do that. Oh, mama. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, you got to film it if you're going to do it. Because it's not.
Peer pressure.
Take one and film it.
Flippy and flickering. You're not fully vaccinated unless you're zestfully vaccinated.
You're not fully clean unless you're fully clean. Doesn't quite work. Vaccinated.
Doesn't
clean,
roll
no,
off the
it
tongue
doesn't
as
work
well.
that way. Adding extra syllables never works to those songs. Wow. You trying to do throat singing over there? No, it's just Kamala Harris. I'm sorry.
Ew.
Ew. Talking about swallowing a mic. Oh!
Ew.
She didn't know his name was Mike.
I don't think the swabs are long enough for the...
Yeah, I don't think the swabs are long enough for the fursuit head. That does make sense. I get you.
That's why you put 2 or 3 of them on.
Yeah, you just
straws or
extend
something.
it, you know?
Stick them on a straw and extend it out.
Exactly. And then just jam it in.
I'm telling you, you need to.
Get a little bit of electrical tape. Put a rod on one end and just tape it up and grab.
That's a snake.
A snake. Oh, a snake.
A snake.
Snake, a snake.
So stupid. Ay, Dios mío.
Do 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 do
Do do do
do
do
do
do
do
do do do do do do. Do 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 do.
do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
6 feet under.
You know, the only problem with having a junior defender that has smoking issues is
He's always late coming back from the break.
yeah, because you know cigarettes. We're just like giving him hell for it. though.
That's why we need to get him a vape.
Yeah, so we can,
So you can just sit here and do it at the thing like I do. It's not that loud. Shut up. It's not that bad.
it's really not. It's not that bad at all.
Because that's like I also move away.
Yeah, you
mic
move
away.
away from it. Yeah, unlike me who coughs instead of the microphone. Right? Right.
I didn't spell.
What are you doing?
Okay, there's a meme I want, or not a meme. There's a GIF I want to send out to in response to a tweet, and now I can't find the one I want.
Oh, well, that's your own fault.
Anyway.
So, Georgia authorities said the 2 dogs who lethally mauled an alleged home intruder will not be put to death after they received massive inquiries about the fate from the public.
Good.
See, here's the story. So, a man comes home to find that there's a dead man on his porch.
Awkward, but okay.
Right. And he was mauled to death by his dogs.
The guy was mauled to death by it.
Yeah,
The other guy's
The
dogs.
dead man was mauled to death by the owner of the house's 2 dogs.
Yeah, that's
In
yeah.
in Newnan, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. Come to find out, that guy was trying to break into his house.
Good.
Investigators identified the 21-year-old of Atlanta and said that he had encountered the homeowner's 2 pit bulls after he broke into the home. They believed that he was able to make it to the porch, but he expired then
That's as far as he got, and then they ate him.
because they're good dogs.
Yeah.
Very, very good dogs.
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy? Yeah, the dogs were taken into custody by the Coweta County Animal Services, but authorities initially said that they had not yet decided on what the fates of those dogs would be. Welcome back.
I'm sorry, but I don't think they have a right to say anything.
Apparently, they thought they had the right to say some things. So, I mean, in most cases, okay. So in most cases, let's look at it logically.
Okay.
Guy comes home, 2 dogs are there, dead man on the porch, mauled to death, obviously by the dogs. Okay. First reaction of the of public services is to take the dogs away and possibly.
Well, it would depend, though.
I mean, obviously they did an investigation. They realized what happened, but
But I'm saying is like you had to find out. My understanding of it, you would have to have the There had to be somebody there to press charges in order to push for the dog to be put down or the dogs to be.
Well, I mean, if you find a dead body,
that's what I'm saying. There's
they-
nobody there to press charges.
right? Well, if they can ID the guy, then there might be somebody there to press charges.
Depends on
Are
how.
we wasting forensic resources on identifying dog deaths now?
Yeah, death by dog. So, the guy was killed because he tried to break into somebody's house, and the dogs killed him.
Good on the dog.
That's what we
That's what we
said.
said. Yeah. So once the Coweta County Animal Services said that they didn't know what the fate of the dogs would be yet, that's when
They should get a treat.
that's when the public decided to step in. According to WAGA TV, Coweta County Animal Services and Coweta County Sheriff's offices have been flooded with calls and emails from the public who were concerned about the two dogs.
Public.
Yeah, from the public who were concerned about the two dogs. Authority told WAGA that it is standard procedure for dog bite cases in the county to have the animals quarantined, mainly to determine if they have rabies. Officials said that the dogs would be going home with the homeowner at the end of the quarantine period 10 days after.
All right. In all fairness, though, the guy's dead, so does it really matter if they had rabies or not at that point?
Well, they just got to make sure if the dogs don't, because if the dogs do, then they got to put them down anyway.
No, and I got that, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. The guy that they attacked.
The damage has been done at this
Already
point. I
dead,
feel
though.
like you're
just in case, so they don't attack somebody else. That's why. You know,
whatever
things and stuff.
stuff and things.
Yeah.
There's an easy way to keep the dogs from attacking you.
Don't go into the house.
Don't break into the house.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Authorities were still trying to determine whether how the guy arrived at the house.
Probably on
since
it.
there was no car anywhere nearby.
I was getting ready to be a smart aleck and say he probably used his
Uber.
feet to walk there.
Uber.
Could have been that too.
Oh, he was from Atlanta, and they were in a different county.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guy that tried to break into the house was from Atlanta, Georgia. This guy's in Noonan, Georgia.
Okay.
I mean,
How far is that?
off the top of my head, I don't know.
Are we
Authorities.
talking hours or are we talking minutes?
Well, he also served an outstanding warrant for arrest in Fulton County. So,
This guy's mobile.
yeah,
He gets around.
round, get around. He gets around.
He comes and goes.
He's a wanderer.
Wow. Are we done yet?
All right.
Are we finished?
No.
Anything else? Nobody got anything else?
Well, I mean, he could be a world traveler or a blues traveler.
That was a reach.
I know.
That was a reach.
I know.
Anybody else? Final call.
Well, he knows the way.
He was coming and going. We might be reaching around.
Get it out of your system.
It's all going to be full circle here.
Oh, dear God. So stupid.
At least he didn't keep his motor running.
Peekapoo has a good point here. They were concerned that these dogs might have contracted rabies from the dirtbag burglar.
That's probably right.
Or worse, they got COVID.
Can a dog be vaccinated against COVID?
I don't know, maybe.
Yes.
Always. I mean, we give them Prozac, so why not?
Yeah, why not? They can be apparently depressed and have therapists. So
So, by the way, that is one of the most bullshit jobs to
Asinine.
ever have in the world. Dog therapist.
I don't know. You can never be wrong.
You're also never right.
How do you know?
Exactly.
That's my point. You're never wrong.
Ah, jeez. Sorry. Okay. Are you good now? What are you doing over there?
I'm still
dude?
trying to find it. It's
Stop
making me
trying to
mad.
find it.
It's too good not to.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
No. You know what? We're gonna save that for the
Really?
we're gonna save that for the next hour, next half hour, next half hour.
All right.
Here we go. Yeah. So we're gonna do this one. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. We should because We're gonna get good last.
This one that we're saving, is that the one you guys were all giddy about at the beginning?
Yeah,
You were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's
we're
a
gonna
good,
give
yeah,
it
we're gonna hold
kind
on to
of.
that. Yeah.
It's almost as good as the this is the other one I read a second ago. Damn it.
So good.
So, a fight among gangs in a prison in Ecuador has left at least 116 dead, 80 injured, in what authorities are describing as the worst penitentiary massacre in the nation's history, according to the AP.
Sorry. Did you say prison
In prison.
in Ecuador?
In the jails.
In Ecuador.
Yes.
An Ecuadorian prison.
Yes, as in the refugee people coming up. The outlet noted that at least 5 of the deceased, at least
At least 5.
5,
Right.
were reported to be, they lost their head in the situation.
So what?
Literally and apparently figuratively, as they were 5 or at least been reported to have been decapitated.
Completely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Decapitated. Authorities ascribed Tuesday's violence at the Littoral Penitentiary to gangs connected to international drug cartels battling for control of the facility.
It's supposed to be a jail. I understand
Well, it's a penitentiary. It's
Yeah,
even worse. It's like
yeah,
this
right.
is jail on steroids.
It's like
This
college
is-
versus university. I get it. well, it's like state versus federal.
Not really.
Kind of. But hold on. I understand that even in American jails, you have gangs and sometimes gang violence and things like that. And these groups of people, they join together and they screw each other and then kill other people.
I haven't heard anything about 160 people being killed in a U.S. gang riot.
No, 116.
Prison. 160.
Yeah, 116 and 80 also injured.
And
My
5
first thought,
of that.
116 criminals in prison are now dead.
Perfect.
That's called a good start.
We're saving money.
Well, Ecuador is saving money.
Yeah.
Why doesn't this happen here?
Well, because our guys don't want to die.
Yeah, all right.
They want to be Billy Badass until,
Somebody's-
the rubber meets the road. And then
Until
they're like,
somebody
"Oh, no,
actually
no."
brings out a machete and chops their head off, and they don't want that.
You cut off one person's head and everyone freaks the hell out.
I know, right?
Authorities, the president, Guillermo Lasso, noted it was at a news conference that what was taking place at the facility was bad and sad.
You don't say.
Well, I didn't say, he did. I like how he apparently got done reading a Dr. Seuss book.
It was bad.
It was bad.
And sad.
President Guillermo
It made me
said
mad.
it was bad.
And sad.
President Guillermo said it was sad.
It made President Guillermo mad. But the people in jail were very glad.
Even though they had been really bad.
This story is giving me a sad.
Quote, it is regrettable that the prisons are being turned into territories for power disputes by criminal gangs, he said, noting that he would act with the, quote, absolute firmness, end quote, to regain control of the prison and prevent the violence from spreading to other prisons, end quote.
Right.
Or you could just let it all happen.
Just let it all hang out.
It's probably what he would do anyway. I mean, it is Ecuador.
I think
Why
that's
would they
actually
work-
what's happening anyway.
They're just
He,
gonna-
he has no way to control it, obviously.
No, I don't care. Nobody cares.
Why would he care?
The violence involved firearms, knives, and bombs, according to officials, in a prison.
This is why it doesn't happen in America, because usually those things are not available in American prisons.
I would like to know how someone smuggled in a firearm in their butt
Also bombs.
or a bomb. Yeah, that's talk about. Oof, there's a trust level I can never reach.
Has the U.S. military recently evacuated any of these prisons?
No, not these prisons.
Oh, no.
I was
thank
just
God.
trying to understand how they ended up with all these weapons.
No, no. It's
Prison wallet.
It's gangs. It's gangs. It's all controlled by gangs and also gangs
Gangs. And don't forget
And
gangs.
prison wallets.
and prison wallets
And gangs.
and gangs and prison wallets.
And
Does anybody want to explain the prison wallet for our audience?
No. There's no.
It's pretty much it's literally in a name. Use your imagination.
Just think of that one Doctor Who episode where Jack was completely nude and he pulled a gun out and they were like, "Where'd you have that?" And he said, "Don't worry about it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently, they watch Doctor Who. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
A lot of these Ecuadorian convicts.
I'm just saying, if you want a prison
are
wallet
huge Doctor Who fans.
Prison wallet reference. That's all I'm saying.
And especially Captain Jack fans.
That's right.
Okay.
Because you all know about him.
God bless his pansexual heart.
Sometimes they call him the face of Bo.
It is the face of Bo. And I'll die on that hill.
I know it is.
In the history of the country, there's not been an incident similar or close to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Former president of the nation's National Rehabilitation Council, Letty Zung.
That hashtag nailed it.
What was that?
Letty Zung. Z-U-N-I-G.
Dylan kills a word again.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
Yes.
Thank you.
That one.
I probably didn't do the accent properly, but I don't care.
Zúñig.
Emphasis,
Is it
wrong
Zúñig?
syllable.
It's Zúñig.
It doesn't sound right.
I know, but that's what it is.
Not for the locale. That
Letty
doesn't
Zúñig. But it's Inye. So it's Nye.
Yeah, I know the nya, but
it's Z-U with so that does the U. And then the Nye. Ig. Zúñig. It shouldn't.
Sounds Russian.
it sounds.
I know, it sounds
like
Russian, but it's-
Chechenian or something. Yeah, he's from Romania. Anyway, officials reported earlier that the episode was tied to a dispute involving the Los Lobos and Los Choneros prison gangs.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. It's Sweatup's Prime over there on the Twitters at DOA Show. The prison wallet that's bigger on the inside.
That's definitely a Doctor Who. Depends on how far back in there you go.
I know, right?
You get back far enough, you can hold all kinds of stuff.
Remember, if you just take out one person's intestines, you can wrap it around the entire world once.
People's Dark article over on Twitter for an explanation of a prison wallet. See Deadpool 2. I love that movie.
So good. The musical?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
definitely go for the musical.
Yeah.
I hear the sound of music.
Anyway,
Former director of Ecuador's military intelligence, Colonel Mario Pazmino.
Mino.
That's what I said, Pazmino. Said that the violence reveals that, quote, transnational organized crime has permeated the structure of
Sorry,
the
stop.
country's
Oh, no, hold on. What national?
transnational organized crime.
Can we get over the trans thing?
No.
Why is it transnational?
We're
now?
here.
Is
We're
transnational now a thing?
Yeah. You haven't noticed it? Everything is, you realize what it's for. Think about this for a moment. America is suddenly deciding on open borders to a point. Yeah. Everything is transnational. Every speech you hear from one leader or another talks about how everybody needs to share. All these countries need to open up to each other, blah, 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 blah.
Forced sharing is not sharing.
Yeah, but it is when the higher-ups are trying to imply and push for a new world order.
Oh, yes, I know.
Globalism is a horrific thing.
I'm just saying we need to get off the trans kick.
But they're not going to.
Right.
Because they have to soften you into getting used to it.
Well, that's what happens when you go trans is you get softened.
One way or another.
Usually.
Yeah. Quote.
It's a hard pill to swallow. That's all I'm saying.
Quote, they want to sow fear, he told the outlet on Wednesday. The more radical and violent the way they murder, the more they accomplish their objective of control.
That's right. Also, they have a lot of money that they pay the guards and also the wardens.
There you go.
It's never going to stop because it's all completely corrupted in the first place. That's just what it is.
Wow. You actually went through with it.
You have it?
Yeah. It was a take-home test.
I know, but for free.
I'm not going to lie. If I got one of those, well, look where he works.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That means if we went back, they'd have them there.
I know.
And we could take them.
I'd be testing them in my butt.
Why not?
I would.
So you're going to test your prison wallet?
Yes. Well, not like that. For the structural integrity? No, I'm
No,
fine. Thank you.
It's fine. It's not necessary on that one. We don't need that.
Did Tech Roo test his prison wallet?
No.
No, apparently he shoved it up his nose.
Yeah, he tried to lobotomize himself with a piece of plastic.
Yeah, once again, total recall. That's all I think of.
When I went looking for a furry with a blurry face for the COVID jab earlier,
Yeah.
I Google searched the phrase large furry with blurry face, and I got a bunch of Tech Roos.
Wow.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Furries.
I
A
believe
ton of furries.
I got it.
Just a ton of furries.
Makes sense to me. Dun, 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 dun.
Peek of the Bull Snark Jack all over there on the Twitters at DOA Show. Hashtag arm yourselves. Is that hard pill to swallow? A jagged little pill? Well, isn't that ironic?
Oblivion Flickering also on over on Twitter. Guillermo Lasso, from soccer coach to Ecuadorian president. Is Guillermo Spanish for Ted?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ted.
Ted.
Poor Ted.
Guillermo. ¿Por qué?
I can't stop thinking about that now.
Maria.
When you guys do these Hispanic voices, it makes me think of Brad and the parrot Armando.
We're trying to keep running into, keep thinking of Pablo Francisco
Yeah.
when he was trying to talk about Spanish TV, how it's all the same.
Every soap opera is the same
Exactly the same thing.
thing.
Maria. ¿Por qué?
Ay, Pablo.
So are you guys watching soap operas or just porn?
No, it's a soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah, yeah.
That's him walking in on,
Yeah, he pushes the
walks-
door open and he
catches her cheating with his brother-in-law.
Maria. Hernando. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
So good.
Hi, puppy.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all.
That's it. There you go.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, Guillermo. Oh, no.
¿Por qué, María? ¿Por qué?
That's all I think of every single time. I can't.
Tú es mi amor. ¿Por qué?
Oh, mi amor, Guillermo.
All right. We have time for anything else. I know you want to save the
No,
other
we got
one.
like a minute and a half. I mean, I'm trying to wheel it out here,
I
right?
know.
I believe Sam might have come in on the prison wallet, and she comments in the Facebook chats, if it fits, it sits.
That's
Yes,
it.
that.
That's
Very good, Sam. That's
Well played, my dear. Well played.
well done.
Sweatimus Prime over on Twitter at DOA Show. What's Spanish for senpai?
Senor.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, so senpai is technically teacher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's Japanese, so it's really weird. No. So you would have to. Well, you don't have you don't have.
Oh, maestro.
No.
Yes?
That can't be right.
It is teacher, maestro.
Hold on.
Yeah,
No.
what?
Hold on. I have it on here. I did. Do I still have it? I had the translate. There it is. Translate. So what you would do is go from Spanish.
Spanglish.
Do from Spanish to, or actually it'd be Japanese.
Yeah.
Whoops, I got that backwards.
It's teacher, but still.
Shh. We could do this the right way. Japanese to Spanish. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll enter in, we're not,
Yeah, you're actually in
do
the,
like that.
there you go. Senpai. Senpai.
oh my God.
Yeah, you're not. No, you're no.
God, this takes me back in typing.
I know, right? It's not helping. Senpai.
P.
Yep. AI.
AI. That's what I thought.
There you go.
It's been a while since I've had to spell that. Shut
Why
up.
would you have to spell it?
Don't worry about that.
And enter.
It.
And then translate to Spanish.
So the AI is trying to spell things now?
According to this, it's the same word.
No, it's not. It's teacher.
Maybe we should just give him a math problem.
Right. I mean, I think we should because he's trying to type things in Japanese. It's not good.
I haven't had to read.
Just because he looks like a samurai.
I haven't had to read Japanese caricatures in years.
Right. So he can't remember them.
I'm trying to remember.
It's not going to happen right now.
I know. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I used to be able to, and now I can't.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what happens.
Boo.
Boo. Hiss.
Old age.
Peekaboo is multitasking. Not that this has to do with anything you're discussing, but the ending credits in Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Mind blowing.
Huh.
So I'll have to check that out later.
I never watched the first one, so. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the idea of Carnage is.
Yeah.
much
Apparently,
better.
like Google Translate really just translates that word is just that word in every language now.
That's dumb.
It is dumb.
That doesn't make any logical sense. Because I thought that was the whole point of Translate.
Yeah. No. Apparently not. Apparently not.
Apparently not. Good news. It's a suppository.
There you go. Upperclassmen.
Huh.
A suppository for upperclassmen?
No. Senpai. Upperclassmen. Meaning somebody above you.
We have two different conversations going on.
Yes.
Right.
5 different conversations. Let's keep up.
Keep up.
Also, senior or superior or elder. Old timer.
This is Defenders Live.
I'm rather upset by this.
You need to stop looking for that freaking thing, dude.
Okay, it would arguably be a very common one, you would think.
A
And
GIF,
the
yeah.
problem is that everything else is here but that one. Apparently, I have to go make my own.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That sucks.
Yeah, so a drunk man in Turkey.
No, wait, whoa.
What?
We're like right out the chute, no warning, no nothing, huh?
I mean, you
not
are
gonna
just
end it with the.
No, you're just hanging out, man. So I'm
No,
going
I'm saying
forward.
I thought we were gonna put that one to the end.
No, I just put it to the last segment. I said what
Oh.
I said. Yeah. A drunk
No, I
Turkish
wanna
man.
do this
Oh, do
one.
it then.
God,
Stop staring at your phone.
I was trying to prove a point.
Oh, stop
Anyway.
it.
And now for something completely different.
A drunken Turkish man reportedly found himself in the woods after
It's
assisting.
not something completely different at all. Steven just said that.
And now for something completely different.
A drunken Turkish man reportedly found himself in the woods after assisting in an hours-long search party for himself.
You caught that, huh?
Wait a minute. Give me that again.
And now for something completely different.
A drunken Turkish man reportedly found himself in the woods after assisting in an hour-long search party for himself.
Yep.
According to a Wednesday
I want to
report.
do that. I want to do that so bad.
Wouldn't it be great? According to a Wednesday report from the Daily Mail, 50-year-old Bayan Mutulu,
That was actually on point. Well done.
Nice.
a Turkey resident living in the northwestern Bursa province of Ingol,
Also good.
the district, was reportedly drinking with a group of friends earlier this month when he wandered off alone into the forest of Kayaka. His friends, according to the outlet, became concerned when they couldn't locate him after several hours, and along with Mutulu's wife, reported their loved one missing. A search party was almost immediately formed, and the group began scouring the area for the missing man. Meanwhile, during his wanderings,
Meanwhile,
during his wanderings, Mutulu said that he had been eventually stumbled into a large search party that was combing the trees for a missing person. Local reports noted that Mutulu was inspired to join the search party and began taking on the valiant effort to track down the missing person despite his reported intoxication. Mutulu likely looked high and low during the search, but it was only when one of the rescuers began shouting his name that he realized his error and reportedly responded, "Who are we looking for? I'm here." He's so drunk. Present. Keep on walking. The outlet reported that law enforcement officials then took him aside to confirm his identity and question what happened over the previous hours. During questioning, Mutulu reportedly expressed concerns that he was going to get into trouble with his family.
Yeah.
Quote, "Don't punish me too harshly, officer," he reportedly said, and noted that he was particularly concerned over what his father's reaction might be.
I would be too.
He reportedly added, quote, "My father will kill me."
No duh. No, they're just going to charge you for the wasted man hours.
The rescue workers transported Mutulu home following the incident. He was unhurt, according to local reports. It is unknown at the time of this reporting whether Mutulu faces any charges in connection with the bizarre happenings. It is also unknown as to whether or not his father actually did or did not
Try and
actually
kill him.
The Sun reported that a similar incident occurred in 2012 after a woman who was reported missing in Iceland also found herself.
How'd you find yourself?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The quote, "The mix-up occurred when the woman left the tourist group and changed clothes. When she returned to the group in a different outfit, the rest of the group didn't recognize her, and she was reported missing. The tourist participated in an intense police search over the course of a weekend after not noticing the missing person's description was indeed her," end quote. Hours later, the search party was called off when the group realized the woman for whom they'd been searching was in their party the entire damn time.
She was just a moron.
But you have to give them
I could understand that one a little bit, though. I mean, in that particular case, maybe
Nobody
she
really
doesn't
knows
speak the
you.
language too terribly well. She didn't understand who they were looking for.
It was a tourist group. Nobody actually knows you.
No, and I mean I could get that too, and you have to commend these people because that just shows that they have hearts, that they want to be helpful. Unbeknownst to them, they're trying to find themselves, but still, it just goes to show. Well, if had this been somebody else, they would have been right in the thick of it as well. So at least they earned some points for that.
Adam W. Johnson, who found this story yesterday, put it up on Twitter and also posted and saying, like, this is my response from yesterday. I feel like somebody should say, ta-da!
Oh my God. I'm lost and I've gone to find myself. If I should return before I get back, please ask me to wait.
Pretty much. That's about it. Oblivion flickering over Twitter. "I'm going to go get lost so I can be found." I mean,
Don't worry, Adam W. Johnson. We will send a search party for you.
Yes, but remember, most who wander aren't lost.
that's true too. Sweatimus Prime on Twitter at DOA Show. "Who among us hasn't gotten drunk and ended up in a search party for ourselves? Why did the intern just have a seizure? Is he okay? Does he need medical attention? I am concerned." That's the medic in him coming out.
I just need to make sure, you know.
He's like,
Thank you, Sweatimus
I
Prime.
got to
Thank
make
you.
sure he's okay.
He seemed like he was in stress there. Oh, yeah. So also 3 parents filed lawsuits accusing the California state school curriculum of violating the U.S. Constitution over ethnic studies lessons that ask kids to pray and chant to the Aztec gods.
Again?
Well, I don't see the point of that. They're clearly dead.
I don't know if it's again, but we do know that this is again a story.
Yeah.
Quote, our clients are not opposed to having their students learn about the different cultures and religions, including practices of the Aztecs. But the California State Board of Education approved ethnic studies models curriculum goes far beyond directing students to pray to the Aztec deities.
Well, how can you, as any school board, period, how can you, with a straight face, sit there and encourage children to pray to any entity, any deity,
Right.
and then
These are the same doofuses that are screaming separation of church and state.
That's what I was getting ready to
anytime
say.
You bring God into it.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. You force them to pray in school to these Aztec deities. However, you better not mention the word God. You better not mention anything about Jesus. You better not bring a Bible in here. You better not pray over your meal. You better not do anything. None of that counts. All that's fake. None of that can be real. But no, pray to these guys. Mm-hmm. It's just, oh my God.
Yeah.
That makes me angry.
Yeah, the curriculum invites teachers to have their kids recite prayers and an ash chant as a way to energize the students to learn better.
I don't see how that has them learn, but because not for nothing, there's not exactly a lot about the Aztecs you can go into. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a rich culture, but unless these kids are in college
Yeah.
and studying like anthropology or something like that and having to get ingrained in those kind of cultures, there's no reason why.
Are you saying that they're a dead culture?
Yes? Sure.
Right.
I mean, there you go. No, but there's no reason why anything between K and 12 should be spending more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. You know what I mean? On Aztec. Maybe,
Hold on.
Maybe a week if you draw it out properly and take time in little sections of it. But other than that, like it's not something that you're going to dive into enough where you need to require these kids to pray. To
Even
the
I
entities.
Even I remember when they talked about the Spanish conquistadors coming to South America.
Yeah.
We learned that in school.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how they took over the Aztec people and they decided to kill as many Aztec people as possible.
No, I remember
all the
that
back and forth about that.
Yeah.
And so,
And they stole all the gold.
they stole all the gold and also chocolate.
and El Dorado. Yeah.
So the aliens must have abandoned the Aztecs before that, because the conquistadors probably wouldn't have fared well or stood up well against the aliens. that
Not
helped
against
them build
laser
those pyramids.
Yeah,
Not against the
laser
lasers, guns, and stuff. No.
Right.
They were in Egypt.
At that time, yeah.
The aliens went to Egypt. and
They'd already moved. See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were handling something else.
Right.
Okay.
They just hop back and forth between Egypt and
They figured that.
There is a theory that I
South
heard on Abnormal Realities.
Oh, I was gonna say coast to
There
coast with
was-
George Norrie, but okay.
Transportation between the Egyptian pyramids and the Aztec pyramids.
yeah, that's the whole idea of why they were all formed the exact same way and they all shaped the exact same way and everything else was, and they all had that cap on the top to collect the astral energies and the cosmic energies and the flow. Yeah,
I did see one of them there. I can't remember.
We got to figure out how that works.
There
right?
was
teleportation.
I'm blanking on the name of the site. It's a fairly popular one, but there was I watched a video where the guy was giving a tour of it, and he stands in front of like part of the steps as he comes near it, and he was talking about if you clap, you'll hear the echo normally, and it'll come back to you, and you hear like a clap, and he demonstrated it, and the clap echoed, and he goes, but if you position yourself dead center of the stairs at a certain distance. When you clap, the way the frequency goes into...
It doesn't come back.
No, it does.
It does?
But it comes back sounding like a bird. and they've tested it, and they had the little meters and checked the thing. The frequency goes in the sound of a clap, and it comes out the sound of a bird. Like the frequency matches identical.
Nice.
It's not like a chain, and they cannot to this day they cannot figure out how it works. I love that.
Have they tried other sounds?
Oh, I don't know.
They did clapping though.
They did.
Apparently.
They got clapping checked off. If farting
Right.
or anything else, they haven't done. Whistling, they haven't done anything that I know of.
Screams, but
bagpipes.
they've done clapping and one hand clapping.
The dobro.
They've also done no hands clapping.
They do that all day long. They get so tired. No, I love going out there. I went out.
That's when you clap your prison wallet.
I would. I make a clap. Okay. No. That's why
He's gone weeping angel on us.
I know.
Oh,
No, I like it. I went to Tulum.
Tulum what?
Well, it's
What were
very
you
beautiful.
looming?
I was looming. It's beautiful. No, and I got to go up in the Aztec pyramids and junk up in there. It was really cool. It was really cool. Well, I couldn't go in because at the time, like you can get near them.
Yeah.
And like you can, kind of touch the outside, but you couldn't physically go into them because they had issues with vandals. And so they weren't letting anybody in. But you could look at them and you could take pictures. And it was really cool. It was hotter than 400 hells.
Well, duh.
No, and what made it worse, and it was
muggy.
it was bad because it was on the top of this hill. And you walk a bit of ways, and it was actually a cliff down to Ocean. And what some jackass thought was a fantastic idea is to build stairs,
All the way across.
No, not across, going down the face of this cliff
Yeah.
to get to the beach. Now, I may be kind of Americanized,
Sure.
but even my beaches, you think are kind of big,
Literally.
right?
Yes.
There's no, even with the tide in, there's a lot of space between where you park your car, where you step onto the sand for the first time, and where the water is. There's a good amount of space.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nope.
You come down this cliff, and I'm not, I shit you not, from the face of the cliff to the water line couldn't have been 20 feet.
Wow.
The distance of width, and it kind of curved like a semi-moon kind of thing, it couldn't have been 50 to 100 feet. It was, and all these people who just hiked for 2.5 hours to get to the top of this thing to look at all of this stuff, marched in single file all the way down. And
Oh no.
yeah, and then
No.
now bear in mind, you get done, you have to walk all the way back up to get to the bus to go back to the boat.
You had to walk uphill 2 ways. Stepping.
Yep. I said, oh, nay.
Not gonna do it,
I
son.
looked down. I was like, nah, I'm good.
I'll stay here.
The breeze is not that bad.
I'm a wait
I'll work on my tan.
next to the temple.
It worked for them, right? Sweat him Prime over Twitter. The intern is a weeping angel. Game on.
Yeah, it's so good.
The Oblivion flickering over on Twitter. Oddly enough, the search party did find Brian Laundrie and the dog, the bounty hunter. Found the remains of Jimmy Hoffa.
Tech Roo over there letting us know it's a boy. I mean, I don't have the Ronas. Woot.
We were about to have to send you some presents.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's a boy. Congratulations.
I'm going to send a search party out for Tekaru.
Bless
He
his
can
heart.
find him.
He can find himself.
Yeah. See, Adam W. Johnson gets it. When we learned about Japanese culture in the 6th grade, they taught us how to use chopsticks, not how to rub Buddha's belly.
Exactly. You're not learning Taoism or anything like that. You're not learning the principles of the samurai. It doesn't work that
No.
way. Sweatimus Prime, they marched in single file to hide their numbers in the sand, no less. Yes, the people that were on the tour with us were, they were the sand people.
Making angry sand noises.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny.
Why not, man?
Why not?
Why not?
Anyway,
Those were pretty good sand people noises.
Thank you.
thank you.
We try.
We're auditioning for the Star Wars the animated series.
One of them, anyway.
It's a heated contention, but
I think we're going to make it.
it's between two of us and Vern Troyer's ghost. Anyway. Wouldn't it be funny to find out that Vern Troyer was like doing voiceover work
Forever.
for like some of the bigger type things? This little bitty person is coming out with all these gigantic noises.
Huge noises everywhere.
That'd be funny. If he hadn't died, he would have played Groot. I find the irony in that fantastic.
Vern Troyer as I am Groot.
I saw a great meme the other day. There was Captain America standing there with an axe, wood all over the place. I mean, he just split 7 trees.
Yep.
Sure.
Up comes Iron Man. Have you seen Groot?
Oops. Yeah, he's right over there.
There. And
I haven't
there.
seen him. What part of him do you need?
Need an arm or a hand or what's up?
No, the other one I saw, speaking of Captain America, the one I saw that made me giggle was when you realize that Captain America only has 1 star on his chest.
Right.
You realize that he's actually the Puerto Rican America.
Yeah.
Captain Puerto Rico. Or Captain, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Not Captain America.
It's Captain Puerto Rico.
Captain Puerto Rico. Maria. ¿Por qué?
That's so good. Finally, a UCLA professor was suspended
Okay.
over an exchange with a student about grading black students more leniently in the immediate aftermath of the George Floyd killing. And he is suing the school.
So the moment this guy died, everybody goes, oh, well, all black people should be treated more leniently because, somebody who's not associated with them at all other than the fact that they may share skin tone, they should get some kind of peripheral treatment.
Yeah, preferential treatment. Yeah, Gordon Klein is an accounting professor at the University Anderson School of Management and was suspended in 2020.
Okay.
That's nowhere close to George Floyd.
That was.
I mean, when in 2020 is the question. Like,
Well, obviously after May.
it could have been, it had to be after May, but when? Like, because it's this story is just coming out now. So what the heck happened? Anyway, in 2020, after a student launched a campaign to have him fired. According to the reports, students were upset over the tone in an email Klein sent out to students, making it clear that he would not offer grading leniency to black students at the final exam. And he would still be administering despite the ongoing protests across the country.
They're upset over the tone.
The tone.
The tone.
Yeah, the tone of his email.
Because no one
Of an
has-
email.
Because no one has ever looked at a text or any kind of writing whatsoever
And misunderstood.
and completely messed up the tone.
Right.
Because nobody's ever taken
This
anything.
is one of the greatest failures of written communication. Text message, instant message, email.
Yep.
You can't get tone.
Yep.
You literally have to put in pretext, this is the tone of this email.
Yeah, that's why they came up. Sadly, that's the reason for the emojis, is so you could turn around and try to help imply tone to whatever the message is.
Yeah, here's tonality. Here you go. Yeah, the professor's email was a response to non-black students asking that black students be provided with special consideration and accommodations due to Floyd's death in May and the protests that followed. The student in question reportedly requested a no-harm and shortened final exam and extended deadlines for final assignments and projects in consideration of the black students, their well-being in light of nationwide protests against brutality, or police brutality.
But again, one doesn't have anything to do with the other.
This white student then added, quote, "This is not a joint effort to get finals canceled for non-black students, but rather an ask that you exercise compassion and leniency with black students in our major.
Absolutely. Take the class again next semester. I'll give you a incomplete. It won't give you an F. It won't hurt your transcript. I understand it's been real hard on you.
Drop out.
With that
Then
guy
drop
that
out
you
of that
didn't
class.
know
Yeah, drop
over
out of the
there
class.
halfway across the country died because he took some drugs and was stupid.
No,
Yeah.
Go ahead, drop out.
it's not.
Take the class again next semester. No harm, no foul.
Right. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to play against you.
Right.
Not a problem. It also won't hurt.
But
or
they didn't
play
like his tone?
Yeah. In response to Klein wrote this. Thanks for suggesting in your email below that I give black students special treatment, given the tragedy in Minnesota. Do you know the names of the classmates that are black?
Nice.
How can I identify them since we're having online classes only?
Ooh.
Are there any students that may be of mixed parentage, such as black, half Asian? What do you suggest I do with respect to them? A full concession or just half?
I mean, these are legitimate questions.
All right. I got tone from that one.
Yeah, no, there's definitely tone there.
There's
There
Snow.
was tone in that
There's
email.
tone
the
there.
tone was stick it up your ass.
Well, I mean, it is tone, but at the same time, like it's logical tone. It makes everything he's saying, whether you have tone or not, it
makes
doesn't
sense.
negate the facts.
He was being a smart ass, but he had a good point.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
he's
Right. Yes, you can. There was definitely snark there.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him.
I mean, it's like that one was written by Peekapool or somebody else.
Klein then questioned the possibility that, quote, white Minneapolis students might, quote, possibly even more be even more devastated by Floyd's death. He also quoted that Martin Luther King Jr. said, remember that MLK famously said that people should not be evaluated based on the color of their skin. Do you think that your request would run afoul of MLK's admonitions?
I don't know who MLK is.
Is that milk?
Does the body good?
Right. Klein was placed on leave after a copy of his email was circulated online, sparking students to mobilize and craft petitions demanding his removal, despite the original students issuing an apology to Klein for their message. So he issued a response, and then either he leaked it or somebody else, one of the people that he knows, somehow got the email and sent it out otherwise. The dean of Anderson's school ultimately issued an apology for Klein's email response and announced that Klein would be placed on suspension.
Suspension to my ass. I'd have been like deuces.
Done, son. In the statement, Dean Antonio Bernardo said that the school was... Thank you.
Antonio, ¿por qué?
Right.
Maria.
Yeah, said that the school was investigating the situation and plans to address it, and said that Klein's message was outrageous and simply inexcusable.
Simply irresistible.
Yes.
Why can't we have a good dean?
Because
The only good dean is Kane.
Dylan, what should a good dean have said to this email?
The only good dean is Dean Kane.
yes,
It's the only good
I
dean.
wish we could talk to him. No, a good dean would have been like, he makes a good point. You don't want to be here, don't come here.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
He makes a bunch of good points. The person already apologized for sending him the email.
That's the thing. It was already
It was
resolved.
a conversation. It was a conversation between one student and the professor. There was nothing else moving forward, and it
Yeah.
was on behalf. It was a white person deciding that they were going to white knight a black student and black students overall to try and get himself something for free.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
The student already apologized. The professor didn't do anything wrong, and the questions brought up were valid.
This is crap.
Yeah, it's not like he stood. It's not like it would happen in the middle of class during the lecture, and he turned around and yelled at the kids, threw stuff across the room, and called them names. And
It was a
cursed and
conversation
everything else.
between two people.
It was an email sent between two people. It was resolved and handled. Obviously, the white kid, at least to a degree, if he went ahead and apologized, my brain says there was at least some point he recognized the logic behind what
Yeah, because
the
he
guy was
apologized.
saying.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're right." You
So
probably-
it's done. It's resolved. It's closed. Mind your own damn business.
none of it
Yeah.
needed to be happening.
You're
Slug
not.
over there has a request.
Uh-huh.
She says, "Okay, I'm here. Quick recap, please."
No,
Quick recap. Check out the podcast.
you
Son-
can, it'll be released.
It'll be hitting
in
in
about
about-
25 minutes.
Yeah, give or take.
That's usually about how long it takes to hit.
Give or take.
Yeah,
So,
somewhere around
well,
there.
no, actually, it's a little bit quicker than that.
Is it now?
On Spotify, it's faster.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's about 5 or 10 minutes after we
Okay,
shut
so
down.
you know, now that you're here, just wait about 5-10 minutes until it reloads.
Yeah, so there you go. So, anyway,
Yeah.
Friday.
Friday.
It's over. Finally,
No,
it's been a long week, man.
it has been. It's been a weird.
Bless America.
It's been awkward.
It's been great. But you know what? Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
AmericanBreadRoasters.com?
Yes, for historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth. It is a crazy, crazy world we live in, but at least you can be confident in the cup of coffee that you're drinking. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Try yours today. It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
You can also go to Mojo50.com. That's where you're going to find all of our radio hosts on the Mojo 50 Radio Network, as well as all of their things like their coffee cups and mugs and cups and all the rest of it. Over at Mojo50.com, you can hit them up at iHeartRadio. If you go there, hit the Mojo 50 Radio banner for 24/7 free speech talk.
Yep. Go to our website, DOAEshow.com. That's DOAEshow.com. Get on the archives, stuff going all the way back to when we were just wee little lads.
Oh, we little lads.
Great stuff to check out. Great for cringe. I promise you that. Check
It's
out
so
the
bad.
shop. Pick up a mug or a t-shirt. Become a defender with us. Go to all the social medias. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all that crap. All of them at DOA Show. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.